She was huge, literally and figuratively. A star of professional wrestling. Do you remember Sable?
She's sexy. She's voluptuous. Men fantasize about her 38, 24, 35 figure. She's Playboy's April cover model. But she's not your everyday soft, sweet centerfold. Meet Sable, the World Wrestling Federation's women's champ. She's the hottest thing to hit wrestling since ever.
People are much more interested in watching attractive women compete against each other than women that may look like men.
Fox Files met up with Sable, or Rena Mero as she's known in real life, and her husband Mark Mero at their home in Florida.
I am so unlike the character that I portray on TV. Rena is very domesticated.
Okay, see that?
She's a wife and a mother. She loves to be home, she loves to cook, she loves to read. At home, I'm just Rena, but there's always a little Sable in me.
You get your ass back here, you little bitch!
Sable gives me the opportunity to be this very sexy, egotistical, vampy, very daring woman that gets to do anything she wants, and Rena in real life would never behave that way. Rena wouldn't be caught dead in this, but Sable sure would.
Are you boys ready for the grind?
Oh, baby, am I ready for the grind?
How did a homebody like Rena become Sable? Well, the Meros are more than just husband and wife. They're also in business together. In fact, they share an office.
I want to thank my inspiration, my motivation, my best friend, my lover, Sable.
Okay, let's see how this goes.
See?
I worked as a model for 6 years, and while I was modeling, I met my husband, who was a wrestler, and I went with him when he signed his contract. Vince McMahon offered me a contract as well.
Well, the escorts Mr. Helmsley has had, I would suggest this is the most beautiful of them all. I'm not saying something.
The first time that I was seen on TV, I was introduced as Sable, and then the next day, I became Mark Mero's manager.
There she is, I should say. That Mark Mero surprise. Sable is at his side.
And I managed him for about 2 years, and then he was injured, and at that time I kind of started flying solo, and my career as Sable just sort of skyrocketed.
Mark Mero,
Before long, she was competing against her husband for matches and public adoration.
You know, I'm so sick of you trying to steal my spotlight.
At home, they're quite different than the characters they play in the ring.
Show you why they call me Marvelous.
Fighting Mark in the ring made for some very interesting situations. Sometimes the fans felt like they needed to protect me because he was being so mean and aggressive. They actually chased us to a car a couple of times. Other times, his friends have called to offer him a place to live. They thought I was getting rid of him.
Don't believe that stuff you see on TV when she's picking up and slamming me, okay? I let her do that. Tell the truth.
Sable is known for her outrageous outfits.
Now that is a bikini.
Her WWF video, Sable Unleashed, is flying off the shelves, and her Playboy issue is one of the magazine's best sellers of the decade.
The exposure that I received from not only being in Playboy, but being on the cover is just immeasurable. I've worked very hard to look the way I do, and I don't think there's anything wrong with nudity as long as it's presented in a very tasteful, classy way.
And if you're wondering if they're real...
Since I've had my breast surgery, I'm very much happier with the way I perceive myself. I like the way I look better in clothes. I like the way I look better out of clothes.
But her good looks are at risk every time she enters a ring.
This is for all the women who want to be me and for all the men who come to see me. Are you boys ready for the grind?
Look at this! Oh, man!
I have broken my toe. I've had a couple of ribs kicked out of place. The vertebrae in my neck are very stiff and tight, and it's a daily thing that you live with.
What's next for Sable?
I hope to hold my title for a long time, and in the future, I hope to pursue an acting career.
Action!
Good news for her fans who can't seem to get enough of her.
Rena Mero, aka Sable, is retired, but she isn't far from the ring. Her husband is Ultimate Fighting Champion Brock Lesnar.